So, do you ever wonder what your husbands do at night when you're away with your girlfriends? Well, my Yaya sisters and I have been trying to get together for months. We finally met for a one night stand at a B&B close by. It was kind of close between all of us. And Shelby came in from New Braunfels, and that's south of Austin and east or to the left. Well, that's if you're going north. Anyway, to the right, which is east of here. And then Patty lives in Dallas area, kind of near Las Colinas, which is actually Irving, so it's northwest of where we are here in Austin area. And then Holly lives in Georgetown. So, and I live to the west of Holly, so we found a B&B that were downtown. And anyway, so we got together and we had first thing we did is have Cosmos, and I still tell them how to make them. One of the keys is no simple syrup. It's too sweet, just too sweet, and just keep that out there. There are other keys, but anyway, that's another video. And then we had Thai food, and then we played a new game, Phase 10, which I had never played before, and I usually would play Five Crowns. But I liked it. It was fun. I lost, but it's okay. I'm not competitive. It doesn't matter to me. I just don't like to lose. Um, so the next morning, I stayed in a room with Patty, and Holly and Shelby stayed in a room together. And so I'm coming out of the bathroom, and I hear Patty, she's in the room talking to her husband. She's on the phone, and she's talking. She has this really sweet, sexy Southern, kind of cross between a Southern and a Texas drawl. And she's saying, "Hi, honey. What are you doing? How'd you sleep? I'm in my nightgown." And then I hear her say, "Oh, really? Oh, John, what are you doing on Harry's phone? Where's Harry? Oh, he's where? He's in bed?" So this is important. John is Holly's husband, and Harry is Patty's husband. And Harry was staying with John that night while we were in the B&B downtown. So I asked Patty, why did John answer Harry's phone? Are they in bed together? And Patty, she just laughed because well, she's so much more emotionally regulated and trusting than I am. She said, "Oh, Harry just left it in the kitchen overnight, and John was in the kitchen making coffee, so he answered it." Sure. Well, at least I know where my husband is. He's always in the same, he's always doing the same thing. He's grilling a steak, which he calls grilling. It's really heating it up. He doesn't take the moo out of it. It's just like there's still red all over it. It's red, bloody. And he's eating a good portion of a 50 milligram gummy with a bottle of tequila and maybe some magic mushrooms too, along with it. And he's making a baked potato. He's got that in the oven, and that's like, and then he uses a lot of butter and sour cream. And he gives the scraps to our Cheweenies, which I tell him not to. He doesn't listen all the time, but well, how could you listen with all that if you've taken all that stuff? I mean, so, sometimes I give him grace, and maybe sometimes I don't. But so that's what he's doing, and I know that. And so I came home the next day, and I call out, "Honey, I'm home," and I didn't see him, and I go out on the porch, and he's out there, and he's just sitting there staring off into the distance. I said, "Honey, how are you doing?" He said, "Is my hair on fire?" I said, "Well, I thought about getting the garden hose and spraying him just for grins, but I didn't. I just said, 'Honey, no, honey, you're just having another flashback. Just one of your flashbacks.'" Like I said, I always know where my husband is. How could it go out? How could you move? And thinks his hair's on fire. Hmm.